All right, today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best zone blitz in Madden 26, hands down. This is probably one of the best blitzes in the game to kind of, mix up your coverages and mix up a little blitz with some coverage on the backside. You can kind of switch, stick around the field if you need to. So I'm be showing you guys that blitz. But before we get into it, make sure y'all boys subscribe. Make sure y'all leave a like, leave a comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about the blitz or anything like that. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about the game, just let me know in the comments. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. So right here, we're in the Ravens playbook, Ravens defensive playbook. The formation we're checking out is the nickel 3-3 low mug. This is pretty much my defense that I like to run. We're just gonna pick a random offensive play, and I'll be showing you guys the coach adjustments you should be doing for this to work. Now you want auto flip on, turn that on. And you want your hooks to be on about 5 yards. Now this is kind of this right here is going to be kind of personal preference depending on what your opponent does, but I like to start my hooks off at 5 or whatever I need to do. And you want to turn your safety depth on close, and you want your safety width to be on pinch. Now this is going to help move your safety down and move them down into the box, things like that, to prevent those seam routes that people really like to throw at the middle. All right, so the play we're going to be looking at is Tampa 2. All right, so now you see everyone's kind of bunched up right here in the box, and that's going to help, like I said, it's going to help prevent those seam routes that everyone loves to throw. All right, so now the first thing you want to do with this defense is you want to press left on the D-pad, and you want to move your left stick down to pinch your D-line. And then after you do that, you want to go left D-pad again, and you want to move your right stick to the right to slant right. So now your D-line everyone should be moving to the right, just like as so. Just like that. And the last thing you want to do is you want to blitz this mid read player right here. So there's two ways of going about there's two ways of going about blitzing this mid read user right here. So the first thing you could do is you can double tap right D-pad to pull up your linebacker screen, and you're gonna be obviously, since I'm using them, but it'd be square, and then you go down on the right stick. Or if you don't want to do that, if you want to manually just click on them, you just want to press X and then just simply blitz them just like this. So after you blitz him, the next thing you want to do is kind of just move him over just like this, so he gets a decent loop angle, and just like that. And the last thing you want to do is QB contain. This is literally how you set this blitz up. You're gonna get instant pressure every single time. So you're gonna go ahead and hike this ball. And just like that, you're getting instant pressure, loop pressure at the quarterback every single time, you're forcing your opponent to block his running back. Now, if he blocks his running back, obviously this is cooked. But like I was saying, like if you can make your guy block the running back, that's a plus right there, because now you can play coverage. You can kind of go back and do your coverage adjustments just like that. But look at that loop blitz pressure that you get. It's dang near instant. And now if you have a faster guy, which this guy's 83 speed, this is ultimate team, so my guy right there is 83 speed, so it's not going to be the fastest loop, but this is really quick if you play regs. So if you're playing regs and you got like a fast safety, put him in at linebacker, throw him in right there, he's going to get some crazy loop pressure. Now, one thing that I do like about this, after you set that blitz up, is the simple fact that you can put your cover, you can do different coverage adjustments, and you can kind of just do something like this, of this nature. You can be like, okay, I know that T Hig is running across the field. I could be like, you know what, I want to man him up. I want to man up T Higgins like this. I want to put a cloud on or a hard flat on this side. I want to you kind of just do whatever you want to do with these zones. So you can kind of just throw out some different zones, and then let the play out. And just like that, you get crazy loop pressure. So if you're really good with the adjustments, you're gonna get some crazy blitzes in the game, especially out of zone. This is probably one of the best zone blitzes in the game, not gonna lie, because you can definitely get around the field and start switch sticking if you need to. But let's go ahead and get into the setup just again for those people that need to kind of go help going over this again. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go left D-pad, and you want to move your left stick down to pinch your D line. Then you want to go left D-pad again, move your right stick to the right to slant right. And then you want to double tap the D-pad right and go to your linebacker screen, go press square. Then you want to blitz by doing right stick down. After you do that, you want to just move this guy over just a tad bit, just like this. And then you just kind of want to sit over here with your user, and then you want to keep it contained just like that. Now, I know this sounds like a lot, but if you're really, really good with the adjustments, this is gonna be like a walk in the park. You should be able to get this done every single time. So just let them hike the ball, and you're gonna get instant pressure every single time. Like every single time. Like you can do some crazy things by, you know, if you want to stem a certain zone, you can kind of, you know, oh, I want to do this. Okay, cool. He's running that crosser a lot right there by T Hig. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take that route away, and then you can kind of mix in this blitz whenever you need to be, whenever need be. So just like that. So right there, I kind of stem my hook, hoping he would play that crosser just like that. And then, you know, keep it contained just like this. You're going to get instant pressure every single time. Instant loop pressure. and that's going to be really, really it. I'm laughing because this is just the simplest thing ever known to man. Because like I was telling you guys, like, you can really do anything if you lab up. You can literally do anything if you just know how to lab and just find different things. And I kind of just found this out literally earlier today when I was playing against people, and I was really frying stuff with this blitz. So you can really get some crazy pressure just like that. But, you know, right there, I could probably man up T Hig. I got to get the running back right there. That's my responsibility. Hoping my hook would play the crosser, but he does not, obviously. You know, we need to kind of do better when it comes to playing this corner route, things like that. So there's some weaknesses with running this defense, but you kind of have to know what your opponent is obviously doing. This is a game of chess, not checkers. So you kind of just need to know what your opponent is doing on the offensive side of the ball, so you can make those adjustments on the defensive side of things. But as you see, like, that's crazy loop pressure. Everyone's crashing into the right there, and now you're pretty much forcing a double team right here, and then this guy comes in looping free every single time. This is going to cause a lot of disruption, especially online, for those players that really like to blitz and mix those blitzes in with coverage. So that's probably gonna be it for this video, man. But like I was saying, if you guys want to, if you guys have any comments, questions, and concerns, make sure you leave a comment down below, man. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay out of trouble, man. But I'm out, bro. Peace.